All right. We got a little bit of a pregame show today. Two of my good friends. We got Hector Longo and then the legend, former UNH quarterback, Nashua South quarterback, Trevor Knight. Trevor, how you doing today?
Doing great. Great day for football. Hopefully the rain holds off for a little bit so we can get this game in.
Yeah, I'm very excited for it. And Hector, how you doing?
You know, what could be better, right? 4 o'clock. As long as, like you said, Trev, the rain holds off, this should be like a stud matchup. You know, this is like the marquee matchup in the state, I would say.
I would definitely say so. So, Hector, talk about just this Andover team. This is different from the past few years. You've been involved with the Merrimack Valley Conference for years. And, this is the first time they won it since 2012?
Yeah, so first time beat Central since then, first time to win it since then. I mean, this is a real Andover team. They score, they're fast, they play up and down the field, and the two guys have been here forever, Lincoln Beal and Scotty Brown. They don't get fazed by anything. 14-point hole, they're coming back. They're very poised. They've been here for 4 years. They've been doing it for this long.
Just how good is Lincoln Beal, by the way?
Man, he's really good on a team that's really good. He stands out. I know you said it before. He's a D1 AA type of player.
Easily.
And just watch him today. You watch him at linebacker when he goes in, or at safety when he goes in. He's kind of played a couple different spots this year. He's a tough kid, plays hard, and when he runs the ball, man, it's 2 or 3 guys have to pull him down.
Yeah, have you seen Lincoln play yet?
I have. I saw these guys play Methuen. I was really impressed with Andover. Also saw their film against Central. They just got dudes everywhere. They don't really have a major weakness, right? Their run game is probably one of the best in the state. And then you got Scotty Brown. He can run around and make plays with his feet and through the air. He'll hit you on schedule, and then you cover it up. Well, you better contain him because he'll run around and make you make mistakes. It looks like a little Johnny Manziel,
Oh, absolutely. And he's I've called him Kyler Brown, and what's funny is that's actually his brother's name. It's Kyler Brown. So, Trevor, but these are two teams, Andover's going to come in and, smash you in the mouth. They're going to run the ball. While Prep, they do a little bit of both. How does it favor for both teams, do you see?
Well, I think both of them, you see that both of them can score fast. And then, seems to me like St. John's Prep, it's really got some explosive dudes, Even you said punt returns, this kid's returned 2 90-yard plus ones. So you got to contain. You got to be. You got to execute on special teams, everything to keep them in this game,
Absolutely. And then, Hector, of course, we've been covering this for a while now, but Jonel Aguirre.
So, Trevor mentioned the punt return. You were there that night against Central. It looked like nothing for the first 3 seconds of the punt return, and as soon as he made the sideline, there was nobody that was going to catch him. Explosive's a great word. He's an impact kind of guy, and it can happen from anywhere on the field. That was the amazing part of it. And he's, one of 3 kind of real big-time players out there on the edge with Jesse O'Fury and Steph Patrick. So they have guys who can change the game in a flash.
Yeah, and I think that I've caught him live now twice. He's had 5 this entire season. And I think that what I'm most excited about, though, is they made the switch at quarterback. Now Deacon Robillard is starting, so hopefully he can spark some offense because they got to get him the ball.
You got to get him the ball. You have to get him the ball. It has to be in his hands. That will make the Andover defense focus on him, and then Jesse and stuff can go to work.
Right. So, Trevor, obviously, New Hampshire high school legend. You were coaching at South this year. But just talk about, the evolution of Massachusetts football, because you stay updated with Massachusetts football. You played with a lot of guys at UNH. We're from here. A lot of great players.
Yeah. Massachusetts football, it seems like it's taken off more and more every year. It seemed like before the best, you'd have a couple kids in the whole state maybe going to BC, maybe some FCS guys, and now it's like you look around at each team's got a couple guys. They got dudes everywhere, from top to bottom. And you got teams like Catholic Memorial with 8 current Division I commits.
Yeah, 8 or 10. Yeah.
I don't think that was really happening before. So it looks like it's on the rise. Hopefully we can get New Hampshire there on the way too.
That's a big, probably 20 years in the future. Hopefully. And Hector, I want to ask. I know you got your article to write. But your favorites to win it all this year in D1 and D2.
It's tough to go past Springfield Central and Catholic Memorial. I know the folks over on Hampshire Street will not be happy when they hear that. Central Catholic's a very good team. They have a tough one with Everett today. But until somebody shows they can play with Springfield Central, you can't see anything like that. And we already mentioned CM, and they're kind of beastly in Division 2.
So one more for you. Hypothetically, and by the way, you don't want to get kicked out of the Alumni Association. So, hypothetically, though, if it is Central Catholic Andover next week or Central Catholic Prep next week, right? Who matches up better against Central Catholic?
Well, Andover's beating them, and St. John's didn't. Now, that was a different St. John's team. Central's a different team, too. They're a lot better than they were. Their loss to Andover was kind of an awakening for them. They're riding Latham a lot more and Bridgewater a lot more, and the passing game works off of them, whereas I think they were trying to establish the passing game first to get those guys open. On the inside, they're letting both of those guys do the work, and I think this is a different Central team. They're going to be tough. If they get by Everett, Everett's a fast team. If they get by Everett, that's going to be a handful for either of these two teams.
Yeah, Everett, I just kind of slated them by... No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, I feel like I just disrespected Everett by just saying, like, who's going to play.
Look, but hey, Central's been there. Why not, right?
Yeah, no, it's going to be this one's going to definitely be interesting. So, Trevor, who do you have tonight?
Are you talking D1, D2 championship or here?
Just here tonight.
Just here? Going with Andover.
Going with Andover, okay. Interesting. Who you got?
If I don't say Andover, EJ's going to be all over me. So I'll go with Andover, too.
Underdogs. You got to bet the underdog.
I think so. Are they the underdog, though? I mean, they're the undefeated team. St. John's is St. John's.
I think they feel like the underdog.
I would agree with you.
No.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd say that even though they're the higher seed, they're still, just because the name of Prep versus the name of Andover, I'd say it's definitely there. So you're going Andover. You're going Andover. I'll be that one guy. I'll go with the Prep. He's smart. I'll be that one guy. That guy looks like Kyle from Nelk right there. I don't know if you watch Nelk.
Yeah, he does.
Talk a little bit about what you've been doing, what you've been up to.
Oh, yeah. Helping coaching some quarterbacks in southern New Hampshire, all the way up to the Lakes region, New Hampshire, and then in the MVC area, work with Tewksbury, Vinny, work with Drew Eason, Methuen, and Kyle Wilder, Chelmsford. So my Division I, Division II championships are Methuen and Chelmsford. I can't pick against my guys.
I mean, I have Methuen winning tonight. I think, talk about Drew Eason as a quarterback, though.
He's efficient, you know what I mean? He's a student of the game. He's always getting better. Every week, whether I see him that week or don't, he comes better. Comes with questions. Always watching extra film. I mean, he's everything you need in a quarterback, all the characteristics. So I'm excited to see kind of what he can do tonight, and then see where the recruiting trail takes him this offseason. Yeah,
me and Hector were just talking about him actually. I think he's going to have a good offseason in terms of recruiting. I'm excited for that too. And, are you still accepting clients over at TK QB Academy?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, still accepting guys. Going to be a nice little winter. We got a nice couple indoor spots around northern Massachusetts and southern New Hampshire. So, yes, sir.
Well, guys, this guy was a winner in high school. He won at UNH. I personally endorse him. To definitely go get your kid trained. Go hit up Trevor Knight at TK QB Academy. Where can they find you, by the way?
Just Instagram or shoot me an email.
Which is?
tjkfootball2@gmail.com. Still my email from 6th grade, so still rocking with that one.
And you can find all that in the link below. But we'll catch up at halftime.